by Petroselli, so we were given this information and what Dean's been involved with. We felt it best to ask Dean, where do we go from here? What is your recommendation? And that was, as we were assembling all this stuff, what is your recommendation? So that's where this committee's asking for the professional to weigh in.
Did you say everybody had a copy of this letter?
No.
Okay.
I have a copy of the letter, so does Jack. I'll read it out loud. Dear Mayor Bass, does the committee and myself ask for this, right? As you're aware, in the fall of 2021, the town of Milford entered a contract with United Roofing Sheet Metal, URSM, 500 Federal Road, Brookfield, Connecticut, for the Milford High School partial roof project, 388 Andover Road, Milford, Connecticut, 06776. This contract utilized AIA document A101-2017, along with A document A201-2017, general conditions of the contract for construction. The contract also included drawings and projects manuals prepared by Petroselli and Associates. This was a public bid project administered through the town of Milford Purchasing Department, resulting in the URSM being the lowest responsible bidder for the five bids received on June 3rd, 2021. As the architect of record, the initial decision maker, as stipulated in Article 6.1 of the A101 agreement, I believe a sufficient clause exists to justify the action to terminate this agreement between the town of New Milford and United Roofing and Sheet Metal per Article 14.2, and then in parentheses A201, per Article 14.2.1, the owner may terminate the contract if the contractor 14.2.1.1 repeatedly refuses or fails to supply enough properly skilled workers or proper materials. 14.2.1.3 repeatedly disregards applicable laws, statutes, ordinances, codes, rules, regulations, or lawful orders of a public authority. Or 14.2.1.4 otherwise is guilty of substantial breach of a provision of the contract documents. I would also recommend that the town attorney review Article 14.2.2, 14.2.3, and Article 14.2.4 in parentheses A201. As you are aware, the significant fire event that occurred on July 5th, 2022 was not the first fire, but rather the second. With the first event occurring in the fall of 2021, my understanding is the cost of the repair for the first fire is now in excess of $1.5 million. Let me repeat that. $1.5 million.
That's the first fire.
And still rising. At that time, the contractor took full responsibility for the event and reassured us that this was a unique occurrence and one to never occur again. However, after the second fire event, along with the third incident, on 2/1/22, cast iron pipe fell into the occupied building. Let me remind everybody in this committee, and remind you guys, there were kids in that friggin' school. What if the pipe hit a kid? I feel it is my professional responsibility to recommend this contract termination. Like the first fire, URSM has admitted blame for causing the second fire and is once again taking full responsibility. A little different because we just heard from the owner that they're not doing that yet. Understand. Like the first fire, let me go. Due to these three occurrences, I have reviewed the A101 and A201 contract language thoroughly and feel that this is the best course of action for the town of New Milford. My further justification is that I believe that URSM failed to follow the following contract requirements. Article 3.3, Supervision and Construction Procedures. 3.3.1, the contractor shall supervise, direct the work using the contractor's best skill and attention. The contractor shall be solely responsible for and have control over construction means, methods, techniques, sequences, and procedures, and for coordinating all portions of work under the contract. Article 3.4.3, the contractor shall enforce strict discipline and good order among the contractor employees and other persons carrying out the work. The contractor shall not permit employment of unfit persons or persons not properly skilled in tasks assigned to them. Article 3.7.4, concealed or unknown conditions. If the contractor encounters conditions at the site that are 1, subsurface or otherwise concealed physical conditions that differ materially from those indicated in the contract documents, the contractor shall promptly provide notice to the owner and architect before conditions are distributed, and in no event later than 14 days after the first observance of conditions. Article 10.1, safety precautions and programs. The contractor shall be responsible for initiating, maintaining, and supervising all safety precautions and programs in connection with the performance of the contract. Article 10.2.2, the contractor shall comply with and give notices required by applicable laws, statutes, ordinances, codes, and rules and regulations and lawful orders of public authorities, bearing on safety of persons or property or their protection from damage, injury, or loss. Project Manual Supplementary Instructions to Bidders, Article 9.5. The contractor must provide full-time, properly qualified on-site supervision for the duration of the project, while work persons are on site. Project Manual Section 011000-2, 1.5. Special requirements. A, the contractor shall ensure that all work performed is done so in a safe manner, and that all his or her employees shall adhere to all applicable safety procedures and practices at all times. Project Manual Section 017300-2, Execution. 3.1a, examination and acceptance of all conditions before proceeding with each component of work. Examine substrates, areas, and conditions. If installer or applicator present were indicated, for compliance with requirements for installation tolerance and other conditions affecting performance. Record observations. 3.1, parentheses A, I, proceeding with work indicates acceptance of services and conditions. 3.2C, review of contract documents and field conditions. Immediately on discovery of need for clarification of contract documents caused by differing field conditions outside the control of the contractor, submit a request for information to the architect according to requirements in Section 013100, Project Management and Coordination. Lastly, I'm recommending the town of Milford withhold payment on all current, future requisitions for Article 9.5, paragraph, or parentheses 8201, which states in part, the architect may withhold a certificate for payment because of, parentheses 4, reasonable evidence that the work cannot be completed for the unpaid balance of the contract sum, and, parentheses 5, damage to the owner or separate contract. Article 14.2.3, parentheses B, 201 also indicates when the owner terminates the contract for one of the reasons stated in 14.2.1, the contractor should be entitled to not be entitled to receive further payment until the work is finished. And then Mr. Petroselli said, please do not hesitate to contact me for further information. So, Steve, thank you. I want to put this in the record. I then would like to inform the public. I also like to inform United Roofing. You will have this as a certified letter tomorrow. I'm also going to give this to our chairman. I'm also going to give this to Chairman Fallenbach. I'd like to read this, and then I will hand this to you as well. So this is regarding July 5th, the Milford High School fire. The Milford High School Partial Roof Replacement State Project 096-0036RR. Project bond number 60213-29634. AIA contract dated June 16, 2021. Owner is the town of New Milford, Connecticut. Dear Sir and Madam, pursuant to the terms and provisions of the above referenced contract documents, in parentheses contract, including A1A 201-200, and the provisions of the bond document A 312-2010. The town of New Milford hereby furnishes notice to United Roofing and Sheet Metal and United States Fire Insurance Company that the contractor is substantial breach of the provisions of the above entitled contract and certified by the project architect. Accordingly, the town terminates the contract for cause of further undertaking under the above referenced contract effective July 13, 2022. In accordance with contract document 201-2007, section 14.2.2.1, the contractor is to leave all materials, tools, equipment, construction equipment, and machinery on site. Jack, I'm ordering DPW, also ordering the chief to make sure that happens. Due to the magnitude of the fire loss and resulting severe consequences caused by the contractor, and the fact that the fire of July 5th is the second on-site fire caused by the contractor, the town will not request a conference nor retain the contractor to complete this project. This is signed by me, and I'm going to deliver this. This is certified to you, so I'm going to hand this to you myself. Chairman Callenbach. Thank you.